Okay, my lovelies, today we are going to do a test review. Tomorrow you guys have your, I think it's the 10th reading assessment, something like that. Tomorrow you have a reading assessment, and so we're just going to do a general reading review, which means it's going to cover anything that we have talked about this school year. Okay? Of course, you guys are geniuses. We're going to start 4th grade star review. Again, covering anything we've touched on this year. All of the following are types of fiction except fables, folktales, myths, or biographies. Now, if you need more time, you may pause it. I'm going to go ahead and skip just for the sake of time. The answer is biographies. Fiction means fake. Biographies are telling you information about a real person's life. So it is nonfiction. Fiction is a story written to tell about the life of another person, a made-up story, a reading that provides information about a topic, or a writing that tells how to do something. The answer is a made-up story. Next we have an inference is a text structure, a logical guess based on evidence and schema, a text feature, a method of summarizing text. The answer is a logical guess based on evidence and schema. Schema is your background knowledge. So you can say it's a prediction or an educated guess. Going back in the text and providing proof for answers is called finding. You guys should know this one. Text features, text structures, text evidence, or text topics. The answer is text evidence. It is so important that you go back and find your text evidence. Next. Nonfiction includes all of the following except autobiographies, fairy tales, procedural text, or informational text. The answer is fairy tales, because they are made up, and nonfiction is something that is real or not fake. Genre is best known as a type of text structure, a type of figurative language, a type of point of view, or a type of reading. We have learned about different types of genres. What is a genre? The answer is a type of reading. We have poetry, drama, fiction, nonfiction, science fiction, fantasy. There's all kinds of genres. Next. Characters in a story. Have interactions and go through changes, never leave their homes, always learn that life is not fair, make poor decisions. The answer is have interactions and go through changes. So remember we talked about this is how they speak to one another, how they act towards one another. A narrator who uses the words I, me, we, and my is not in the story, a third-person narrator, a first-person narrator, a second-person narrator. The answer is a first-person narrator. Think about when I said I come first. If you see I, you know it's first person. Next. Drama is a reading that tells about magical places, a reading that provides facts about a subject, a reading that tells how to do something, or a reading that is meant to be performed on stage? The answer is a reading that is meant to be performed on stage. The one that's talking about magical places, that's fantasy. Over here, this answer choice said something about facts. That is informational text. It gives us facts and information. And then the one down here, it's kind of hard to see. It says a reading that tells how to do something. And that is a procedural text or a descriptive text. So, here's our answer. Next, theme is a text feature, a moral or lesson learned by the reader, story written about a person, or a tall tale. The answer is the lesson learned. Next, when the author presents information in time order, it is called comparing and contrasting, sequencing, describing, or cause and effect. Give me information in time order. Our answer is sequencing. You're putting it in order in which the events happen. When the narrator uses words such as they, he, she, or she, the narrator is a first-person narrator. A second-person narrator, a first-person narrator in the story, or third-person narrator. The answer is third-person narrator. A summary includes all of the details, only the main idea and the most important details, or only the beginning and the end. The answer is the main idea and the most important, only the important details, not everything. Next we have an interaction when two characters sit beside each other, help each other out, go to the same school, or eat lunch in the same room. Which one is an interaction? The answer is help each other out. Next we have groups of lines in a poem are known as, we just went over this, rhymes, line breaks, verses, or stanzas. Groups of lines. The answer is stanzas. These are the paragraphs of the poem. All poems must have meter, rhyme, stanzas, or an equal number of lines. The answer is meter. Number 17, one of the most important elements of drama is stage directions, scene changes, props, or a magical castle. The answer is stage directions. They tell the character what to do, how to do it, where to go, things like that. Number 18, people of animals who take part in the action of a story or play are known as family members, good friends, actors and actresses, or characters. The answer is characters, of course. Number 19, text features provide more information about a text, are only found in fiction, do not help the reader understand the text, or are only found in drama and poems. The answer is provide more info about a text. Number 20, A conflict is a theme in a story, a way to solve a problem, problem that a character faces, or point of view in a story. They accidentally put two Y's there. And our answer is problem that a character faces. Sharks live in the ocean is an example of a or an opinion, cause, fact, or effect. Our answer is it's a fact because it's something that can be proven. Number 22, I thought the cafeteria food was awesome is an example of a or an opinion, fact, cause, or effect. The answer is an opinion. That is how they personally feel about it. Number 23, an example of graphic feature is let's read that again. An example of graphic feature of text is a caption, photograph, bold word, or heading. The answer is a photograph. A graphic is like a picture. When you compare two readings, you look for similar titles, different titles, similar ideas and topics, different ideas and topics. The answer is similar ideas and topics, because compare means to say how things are the same. Contrast is when you tell how they are different. Lastly, the narrator of a story is always the main character, is the only character that speaks, is the least important character, or tells the story. The answer is tells the story. All right. So you guys are all geniuses. We are done with this comprehension review. Remember, tomorrow you have your reading test in Eduphoria. Please make sure you get that done. Good job on this. Go ahead and let me know how you did in either an email or a comment. And then you're going to move on to today's word study.